I'm going to show you how to get the perfect sourdough loaf every single time. We're going to use your starter when it has more than doubled in size. As you can see, mine has more than doubled, so it is perfect for baking right now. Remember, when you go into your starter to use a rubber or wooden spatula, do not use metal when you're going into your starter. Ugh, look at all those bubbles. This one is from the Southern Sourdough Co. This is from Eve. I highly recommend this starter. If you don't have one yet, I'll link it down below in that orange card. Next, we're going to throw our bowl onto a scale. Don't forget to zero it out before you start measuring. Today, I'm actually going to be making 2 batches. One batch I'm actually going to use for pizza dough. The other one is going to be for the sourdough loaf. So I'm going to double the recipe. You're going to put 200 grams of the sourdough starter. Keep in mind this is doubled. So if you are only making 1 loaf, go ahead and half this. And then go ahead and zero out your scale again. And then we're going to add the water in next. It's going to be 700 grams of water. Make sure that you're using filtered or spring room temperature water. It's very important. It gives the sourdough the proper minerals to do its thing. Next, we're going to use this bread whisk right here. If you don't have a bread whisk, just use a normal one. We're going to mix. We're going to incorporate it until it kind of reaches like a milky consistency. Don't forget to zero out that scale again. And then we are going to add 1,000 grams of flour. At this step, go ahead and add 4 teaspoons of salt. I accidentally forgot to record that part. Go ahead and take your bowl off the scale and then start to mix it with the bread whisk. Once you've kind of incorporated all that you can, go ahead and move to clean, fresh hands. Keep going until you get like a shaggy dough consistency. Here I'm going in with the spatula and just kind of cleaning up the sides, getting anything that's like super sticky off the sides and incorporating it back into the dough. Once it looks like this, go ahead and cover it with a damp tea towel or a kitchen towel, and you're going to start your timer for 1 hour. Once the hour is up, we're going to do our first stretch and fold. I'm going to show you how to do this. Basically, you're grabbing all the dough on one side of the bowl. You're going to lift it up to stretch it out, and then you're going to fold it over on itself. After you do it the first time, you're just going to rotate the bowl and then do it again for the other side. You're going to do this on all 4 sides. The more stretch and folds you do, the harder it's going to be to pull apart the dough. This is what gets the gluten forming in the dough. When that's done, you're going to go ahead and cover it again with that wet towel. Set your timer for 30 minutes and do 2 more times of stretch and folds with 30 minutes in between. After the 2 stretch and folds, you're going to leave the dough on the counter for another 4 to 8 hours. You see the little bubbles that are forming on the top of the dough? That's what lets you know that this is ready. All you're going to do is flour a surface and then go ahead and let gravity do most of the work here, getting the dough out. I do have my spatula kind of helping me to get it all out onto the counter. Here, I'm just going to be eyeballing half. So half of it's going to be the loaves, and then I'm going to make the other half into 4 sourdough pizza balls. Once you've divided it, you're just going to take 1/2 and then you're going to kind of stretch it, kind of just work it with your fingers, stretch it until you get it to a really nice rectangular shape. Here, you're not really yanking it. You're just kind of pulling it gently on each side until you can kind of get it into that shape. Now we're going to shape the dough. So go ahead and pull one side, kind of fold it like a burrito into the middle there. Take the other side, do the same thing. Then you're going to take the bottom and we're kind of going to just like tuck and roll it all the way up. Once you've rolled it, I kind of just like tuck the sides in. As you can see, I'm just kind of like working with my fingers and kind of just trying to like make a nice little spherical dough right here. Then we're going to take our seasoned Banneton and you're going to grab the dough and you're going to put it in there with the smooth side down. Sprinkle it with a little bit of flour on the top and then cover it with a damp towel. I use the same one that I used earlier. In order for the bread to keep its moisture, I'm actually going to put it in a plastic grocery bag and seal the side. They have one specifically made for bread online, but honestly, this works just as well. You're going to give the bulk fermentation a head start. Go ahead and leave this on the counter for 1 hour and then throw it in the fridge overnight. Okay, our loaf has been in the fridge for 8 to 12 hours. We're going to preheat the oven with the Dutch oven inside of it for a good 30 minutes to 1 hour. We're going to grab about 12 inches of parchment paper. We're going to grab our Banneton. Go ahead and flip it over. It should not stick as long as you season your Banneton correctly. Next, we're going to score the dough. I have what's called a bread lame, which has like a little razor at the end. If you don't have one of these, just use like a razor or a sharp knife. Honestly, I just kind of wing it here. I usually do like 2 super deep cuts and then I kind of just do like little small designs. Okay, so after your Dutch oven has preheated in the oven for 30 minutes to an hour, go ahead and take the parchment paper and just slide it into the Dutch oven. Cover it with the lid and throw it in for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes is up, this is what it should look like. Go ahead and remove the lid and put it in for another 15 seconds. After 15 minutes, this is what you have. Perfectly golden brown and crispy. It is absolutely divine. So delicious. You've been thinking about going on a journey making sourdough, but you haven't quite committed yet. I highly recommend. Like I said, I'll leave a link down below to my starter that I use. A good starter is essential to making really good bread. Happy baking!